thanks very much for joining us. We're very, very honoured to have you on MTV Worldwide. First of all, I'd like to ask you, what challenges did you set yourself when you sat down to write the new record?
What do you reckon?
The challenges? Well, we just wanted a good rock and roll album. And with AC/DC, it's pretty much always the same. I mean, we've done now, this will be our 14th, I think. At last count, yeah, 14th, I hope. And, you know, we always start out that way. I mean, that's what we do best, rock music. That's what we started with, and hopefully, you know, we'll end with at some point.
Now, with the band so spread out, living in different parts of the world, how did the songwriting process actually work for you? How did the songwriting process actually work when you were spread out all over the world?
Well, me and my brother Malcolm, because we've done most of the writing, we just got together, got a little rehearsal room, sat in there, and we were there for, you know, on and off about through most of 80. What year is it? 89. 89. What year is it? Somebody asked me what month it was the other day. It's a tough question. But me and my brother, me and my brother, yeah. We rehearsed through most of 89, putting all tunes together for this record.
Now, it's obviously a significant step for you to go with an outside producer. Why did you decide to bring new blood in, and why Bruce Fairbairn?
Well, I think for us it was probably the best thing to bring in somebody from the outside. Because sometimes it becomes a bit chaos. I mean, everyone's got their idea of how this should sound, so it's better getting one guy there and saying, you know, sitting down with the guy and saying, this is what we want, you know, this is how we see it, you know, and hopefully, you know, if he's of the same mind as you. And in Bruce Fairbairn's case, it was great to work with.
He's a good guy.
Very relaxing.
Now, why do you like to work so quickly in the studio? Is it because the album really comes together on stage for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, for us, there's not, we don't have to worry so much about high-tech sound or anything like that. We've always been a raw band. So, and also the excitement goes, I think, after 6 weeks, especially a band like us, you know. Claustrophobia plays a part in a big way. But we've always been this way. We've always liked it quick. You know?
In view of that, would you ever consider doing a live album with Brian?
A live album? I don't know. Can you think?
I think it's just it's a case of like, you know, they did we've done a live album when Bon was in the band. I think it's just a case of timing. And as we always say, it's much easier just to go and do a live album than go into a studio and do some new songs every time. Literally what you're doing with a live album is just rehashing.
And we don't want to stall the time.
I've never been a band that's done what everybody else has done. You know, got to do a live album. It's been real. Why?
Our guitars are in tune.
Yeah. I'm not. No, you shouldn't just follow the norm. Bring new songs out, you know.
Now, certainly in spirit, the new album sees a return to kind of the vintage AC/DC with kind of no frills and a tongue-in-cheek sense of humour.
A very little voice, and I'm a bit deaf.
Could you tell us? The new album is kind of return to vintage AC/DC. There's no frills, there's a tongue-in-cheek sense of humour. Can you comment a bit on that?
Tongue-in-cheek?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have always been a little bit that way. You know, we like it fun. Songs like Mistress for Christmas and things like that. Yeah. And with AC/DC, I think that's always been, even from the start, there was always a lot of humour. I mean, why am I here?
you gotta have a bit of fun with rock and roll. I mean, people who start trying to give out messages, well,
yeah. It's never been deep. It's always been light with us.
Do you think that the AC/DC could ever be accused of just treading water?
Of treading water?
Not progressing?
I don't think we've ever progressed. I've got to be honest, you know. But I don't think any band really. I mean, if you take even I'm not comparing this, but if you go back through history, say the Beatles started playing rock and roll, and at the end of their careers, you know, came back to it. Stones are the same. You know? We just cut out the middle piece. We just kept playing rock music.
The concept album bit.
I mean, if somebody said to me, you know, you've just made 14 albums of the same thing, you know, great.
Now, why did you decide to write Mistress for Christmas? Is that going to be a Christmas single?
A Christmas single? Yeah, well, it was a song, you know, we were sitting around at the time, me and my brother, and I think the song basically came from the inspiration from actually watching the TV at the time. The news was on, and there was Donald Trump, you know. So he was there trying to get away with his mistress. You know? So it helped inspire us. You know? It was a song.
Because everybody liked them.
Oh, look at that! Well.
Now, some of the biggest bands in the world say that they were influenced by AC/DC. Have you recently found yourself in a situation of being influenced by something new?
By something new?
Yeah.
No, not really. We've always been the same. I mean, if you look at us, I'm still wearing the same school suit I wore when I went to school. You know, we've always remained the same. I don't think we've ever really looked for outside influence. I don't know why. Maybe we should.
Our tailors aren't very rich people. I haven't got much money.